Greetings, this is the final video of the course Practical Philosophy. I'd like to cover a few things and invite you to join me in building my community of new intellectuals. So to start with, I'd like you to understand and know who are the new intellectuals. Here I've got printed one of the definition of the new intellectuals by Ayn Rand, who's the founder of the philosophy of objectivism. So, any man or woman, or those who wish to think, those who know that man's life should be guided by reason, that's point number two. Point number three, those who value their own life. Point number four, those who do not agree to surrender to the cult of despair. And the final fifth point, those who do not agree to hand the world to the dark ages and to the rule of the brutes. So starting from something very, very personal and private, like the thinking process and your own rationality, and ending with politics and social life. If you understand the value of this definition, you understand if you don't do enough, even in your little community, it may end up pretty badly. Like if the wrong politician is elected, it can end up with fascism. If the politician or the political parties don't change over time, you may end up in Russia or Pakistan or Afghanistan, right? So if you don't want that, you have to be active, yeah? At least vote. But sometimes even just voting isn't enough, but it's totally up to you. So as an individual, I've been through very interesting courses and projects. I've gone through an internship in Los Angeles in 2012 for emerging leaders at Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center. I was a volunteer in France for 10 months, an exchange program in Estonia for less than 2 weeks. I've been admitted to two different universities in Los Angeles, University of Southern California, Rossier School of Education, and California State University at in Los Angeles. And I passed my TOEFL international tests, my IELTS international tests, etc. So I teach, I travel, I create a life of fulfillment and prosperity for myself. Prosperity is, of course, about earning money, but it's not just that. Yeah, you want to feel fulfilled. So beautiful trips, beautiful experiences, eating healthy and tasty food, having interesting affairs, talking to smart individuals, etc., etc. So all of this is creating fulfillment and prosperity. So if you'd like to build this community with me or become part of it, of new intellectuals and build prosperity in your own life, I invite you to join me. You can join me on Teachable or School or YouTube Premium or my own website, whichever option works best for you. Next, after this course, I'm going to create a small lecture on a very interesting theory of four components of mind. This comes from the philosophy of Sankhya and Yoga. These are non-Western philosophies. They were born in India, modern-day India. And this theory is very interesting and practical. It allows you to understand why sometimes people know what's right, but they choose to do what's wrong. I know that eating late at night isn't good, but sometimes I do that, yeah? Or smoking kills, yeah, we know that intellectually, but we still do that. So this theory explains that gap or that mechanism through which we know things but we don't act accordingly. So I'm going to make this a lecture, and I'm going to make a lot of useful and interesting content on mindsets, on philosophy, but also on very different topics such as sexuality. This one is, for instance, this certificate is about sexuality, peer-to-peer education on HIV, etc. So we're going to know ourselves from very different perspectives, intellectually, physically, sexually, and we're going to learn how to create wealth. And I have my own cycle for the members of my community, through which you will learn skills such as earning money and self-care, and you'll learn more about your own mental processes, which will help you understand yourself better and understand others. So it's a mixture of the philosophy of objectivism, but also more than that, some non-Western philosophies, self-exploration. I have my own book called Practical Guide to Self-Knowledge. It's in my native language, but I, of course, help my followers who don't speak Armenian, and one day I'll have it translated into English as well. So if you're interested, just send me a message or read the information below or above, depending on the platform. And I hope to see you as part of the New Intellectuals community. See you soon.